Hey everyone, you're here because you either have a drone or just got one and you're looking to improve your skills. Look no further because I got you. I have some tips with real life examples that apply to photography and cinematography. If you practice these tips, your drone work will look professional. So let's get started. Tip number 1, shoot with a good composition. A good composition is when your shot has good framing and it is visually appealing to the eye. You measure that using the rule of thirds. On every camera, drone, and even your iPhone, you have grid lines that look like this. You want to use these lines to bring your audience's attention to a point of interest. Ideally, it's where these points intersect because having subjects in the middle can be boring after a while. Practice this concept and every part of your drone work will level up. Tip number 2, use depth. Adding depth gives your shots more dimension. When flying your drone, you'll have a foreground, midground, and background. Chances are you're watching other tutorials on how to shoot drone video, so I'm just gonna join the masses and say that adding depth makes your shots look more cinematic, which is what we all want, right? To achieve depth, you want to fly close to whatever your foreground is, whether it's low to the ground or near subject. Tip number 3, leading lines. Leading lines are meant to enhance your overall composition. Find a line and use it to tell the story you're trying to get across for your shot. You're using these lines to direct the viewer's attention. Leading lines don't have to be straight. There could be multiple in one shot, and you can shoot them however you want. Get creative with it. Tip number 4, slow camera movement. Out of the box, your drone needs some fine tuning. Everyone has their own settings. I'll show you mine in case you want to use them for yourself. Subtle camera movement is important because it allows your shot to breathe. Now, whatever you do, do not treat your drone like a tripod and turn it left and right because that just looks bad. Fly in a direction, change your angles, and diversify your shots. Tip number 5, fly with foresight. Chances are you've flown your drone and changed your mind quickly in the moment and then change it again, only getting a shot that's totally unusable. Flying with foresight means to commit to what you're doing and let the action in the shot speak for itself. Basically, you're anticipating something. I was about to take off here and these kayakers went right into my shot. Had I tried to chase them or get a different angle, I would have gotten a bad shot altogether. So think ahead. Tip number 6, fly at sunrise or sunset. Listen, it's no secret that golden hour makes for some of the best footage. Go to a location an hour before sunset to scout out where and how you plan to fly. There are FAA regulations around flying during civil twilight, so do your research first and get some cool shots at golden hour. Tip number 7, shoot in manual. You've invested thousands of dollars into this hobby or profession of yours, so you might as well know how to use it to its full potential. Practice and learn your camera settings, people, and know how to fly your drone without some preset, and you'll get much better footage. Here's a canyon I flew into. No DJI preset is going to get a crisp shot like this flying through a canyon. It just isn't. Tip number 8, shoot in D-Log. Going to my last point, maximize the strength of your expensive piece of gear. I shoot on a Mavic 2 Pro, which shoots 10-bit color. The D-Log picture profile allows me to maximize the shadows and highlights when I color grade in post. Tip number 9, add sound. This tip really could be number 1. When editing drone reels or any footage, adding sound brings your video to life. We have this shot here, and now we have it with sound. See the difference? I linked all my drone reels below so you can hear how I incorporate sound design. P.S. Don't take shortcuts with this tip. Tip number 10, don't forget about photos. It's easy to get caught up in shooting just video when you're flying drone. So I have a story for you. I was shooting in Cape Cod a couple years ago, not even an hour to spare. There were aggressive seagulls, intense winds, and it was the only day in my trip where the weather was good. I was between a rock and a hard place. When I was getting ready to frame up my next video shot, I would switch to photo mode to get a quality photo. This goes back to shooting with foresight, but try to switch between the two to maximize your shoot. All right, everyone, this is the first drone-related tips video I've done. If you found these tips helpful and would like me to elaborate on something else, drop a comment and let me know what you'd like to see. Thanks for watching.